Hello there.
Hello there.
Welcome to my secret underground lair. It's me! Right, hang on. Jesus, wait! Invented back in about 2,000 years ago. Halloween. Invented by
Dreamy,
the
sleepy,
Irish.
nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Alright, zip it. Tonight, we celebrate this night of fear and danger as we fly the Black Square Baron. Right? Ah, come on! This took ages! Right, you know, that's ridiculous. There's 1,000 degrees in here, you'll have to bear with. But anyway, tonight, you're very welcome aboard. Welcome to Halloween. And tonight, friends, we go flying in Black Square's Baron for a flight around Romania. No ordinary flight, this one. Wait till you hear this. So our route begins at places I just can't pronounce.
Get a load of this guy.
Right? Lima Romeo Charlie Lima. Yes, it's called Cluj Avram Airport. And from there, we're going to head southeast into my favorite holiday location, the Carpathian Mountains, and the valleys and ridgelines that inspired countless myths and indeed legends. First stop will be at Săulești-Constantin airstrip, Lima Romeo Delta Victor, a small rural field set in the mountains with magma. We'll continue on towards Petroșani, The mining town that sits at the foot of my secret underground... Jesus! My secret underground lair! Things get very loud in here, do you know? Then we head out to one of Europe's most famous landmarks, Bran Castle, friends. Bran Castle, wait till you hear this, right? It's all about your man, you know, Vlad the Impaler. But anyway, this is the most often linked place with the story of Dracula. And while it wasn't actually Vlad's home, it perfectly matches Bram Stoker's Irish, his description of the Count Transylvanian fortress. We'll orbit the castle for a while, take in the views, and talk about, well, the real history. All about Vlad the Impaler, the 15th century ruler, whose brutal methods built his terrifying reputation. A bit like myself. And we'll also learn a little bit about the Irish author who turned the legend of Dracula into, well, what it is today. From Bran, we'll continue out over the forests over Brașov, one of Romania's most beautiful cities, before setting a course south for a final destination of Bucharest. Yes, that is what we're doing. Asha, how are you now? You're looking great. Happy Halloween. Did you have any scares yet? Did you? Like, if I get the lighting right, it's absolutely positively, isn't it? You know. And before you feckin' start, it's a wig. Well, it's not a wig. It's like a shower cap. But anyway, you're all very welcome aboard. Happy Friday as well, the start of a weekend. So if you have people trick-or-treating or, you know, letting off bangers and fireworks, well, come on in here out of the cold and we'll see what the crack is going to be all about. Yes, the anti-wig. I can't hide this bit. You know, I could be like this. Do you know? Forgive me, Father Murphy, I've sinned. Wait, do I look like a priest? It's the only long-sleeved apparatus I have. Well, it's not really, but otherwise I'm wearing hoodies. You know what I mean? So, the effort that we do, and it's a filter as well, look, that's my normal colours. But I'll go back to this because it looks spooky and strange, and do you know what I mean? That's kind of what we're doing, right? And, you know, there's even music and stuff I was playing here in the background, because it is that of a spooky night, and we'll have loads of tunage, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? You gotta love the music, right? You gotta love the music. But anyway, we're here tonight flying in the Baron, the turbocharged variant, and I've brought the time of day back ever so slightly, but we are on live weather. You see? So let's see kind of what happens here. You know what I mean? It's even more pale than he is, right? Yes, that is what we do here at Spooky Vision. But anyway, how are you, lads? You're very welcome in. And, well, as I said, it's a very happy Friday. I think I've music in here somewhere with stuff and things and other things. Now we're talking, hey. Now we're talking. It's a great Uncle Fester Halloween outfit. I'm just waiting for... I'll shut up. No one called me it yet. But yes... We'll see how the night goes. I might have another costume, right? The dude disguised as the dude playing the dude. But anyway, you're all very welcome in. CP65, happy Friday and happy Halloween. Hope you're well, buddy. Tarnished Mossman is here. Vacuum, good to see you. Eamon, welcome aboard. Fierce Wolf, looking fierce. And Wolfie. She has been upside down out of the crypt. Mrs. TPHI has rumbled in. Liptorious, happy Friday. Retriever Neil is here. Welcome in. Mick Manser, good to see you, buddy. Flipper Alloy is in the house. Lead Ballooner, good evening. Airlock Doc, creepy crawlers in your walls. Smiley slugs on your walls. And that's just in Murphy's man cave. Jesus. Airlock, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Super Typhon, sup? Have you heard of 160 horsepower Rotax 916 powered Cub Crafters Cub Ultralight? It reached 37,609 feet. What? Really? Jesus. Spitfire RAF 100 is here in the chat. You're very welcome aboard. Viper Strike, welcome in. Stick Figures in the house. Goblin Zeus, good evening. Daddy Plump is here. Boo. Yes. Tima, welcome aboard. Wills 1985, good to see you, buddy. A Crotty is here. Welcome in. A wet and windy Cork. Some of you just setting off fireworks and the dog is not a happy camper. Throw me a freaking bone here. You know, sharks with lasers. Too much to ask? Yes, old veteran 965. Hope you're well, Scott. Happy Friday to you. Lots of candy. Ooh, lots of candy. Toto's in the house. Who are you going to call? Gibbo. Brilliant. APM Inspector, very good evening. The weekend is indeed here as Commander Snow rambles into the parlour. Good to see you, buddy. 98 Vulcan, welcome in. Mrs. TPHI with an upside down 30 streak. We're going streaking. Welcome and thank you for 30 streams in a row. Hermit Something, happy Halloween from Boston. Good to see you, buddy. Toto's in the house. Welcome aboard. Who else come in here now? 45 streams in a row for 98 Vulcan. Thank you very much indeed. Proby Pete, good day from Arizona. Just monitoring today while flying a Cape Town to... Delayed reaction, but there's a hype train now. Look at that. Jesus. Who does these things? What is he doing? Cape Town, South Africa flight. Nice. I'm hungry. Who has cake? Let's not talk about cake now, Scott. I'd love a bit of cake, though. Kirog is here. Good to see you. Blinky, welcome aboard. Creo, welcome aboard. He says, happy Halloween, Murph, Fireflies, and Broomstick Pilots. Yes. Mr. TPHI, welcome aboard. Hope you're well. APU Inspector, 60 streams in a row. Thank you very much indeed, my guy. Oh, yeah. It's all happening now, lads. Did I mention how hot it is? We'll get there, right? We'll get there. Abo92, good to see you. Sumner is in the house. Welcome aboard. Frankenstein, good to see you, Steiny. Abo92 is here. Commander Balosh, welcome in. Killswitch is in the house. Heisenberg. Happy Halloween, man. So we're taking bets on what sort of a costume Murphy has. Wait, what? Muse fan is here. Bursts in the door with an agenda. Happy Friday, Muse. Hope you're well, buddy. Sunjammer is here. Good to see you. Stu Snape. Happy Friday, man. I know, Muse fan. Shag off, Muse. He called me Paddy already. That's terrible. Look at the wrinkles on the head. They're not. Look, it goes all the way around. Look, I'm like one of those synchronized swimmers, you know. Patio furniture, very good, very good. Where's this now? Jesus, Uncle Fester. Uncle Fetus. Oh, Kanzui, good to see you. No, shag off. He finally gave in and shaved the rest of it off. That patch in the back was getting too big. Yeah, thanks, Adam, yeah. Where's my costume? Shag off, I'm wearing the shagging thing. Tough crowd tonight. Murphy's fear right there. No hair. Scared the crap out of me. Yep. Happens to the best of us, Murph. You can't be in denial the whole time. A bald Murphet, yeah, Jesus. You'll see that my piranha fish get very hungry. They can strip a man to a bone in 30 seconds. I've decided to ask for a little money in advance. I want the sum of $1 million in gold bullion deposited into our account in Buenos Aires. I don't really notice the difference on top. Heisenberg, you're out of the will. Yeah, right, sit in the bold corner. Yeah. Jesus. Mac Vision, happy Friday. The bald spot got bigger. The lens flare is horrible. Filthy, happy Halloween. Malky, thank you for 35 in a row, buddy. Welcome to Friday, buddy. He needs some matte scalp spray. That's terrible bad. All right, Vika. I'm still waiting for the shark with the laser beam. Is it too much to ask? Sharks with frickin' laser beams. Brilliant. No scars. Wait, no scares for me. Just lots of rain. Oh, it's raining sideways, yeah. Lots of rain. Photos by Kev is going to Budapest on the 13th of December. I highly recommend Goulash. It's quite nice. Roland Hand could do that. Wait, what? Halloween, the only time the wife can take her mask off. Jesus. The Limbics, good to see you. It's my secret underground lair. Do you know, buttons and things and stuff. But yes, ooh, I can't believe Murph found a bald cap that's as pale as his head. Everyone's now buying new monitors because of the filters. Right? Banana song for the dancing like now. Oh, the banana song was brilliant. Yes, we'll have to get that, Scott. It's a great Uncle Fester Halloween. What was your man's name? Gomez. And that was brilliant. The Addams Family was classed. Brilliant. Murphy, did you have any trick or treaters tonight? We did. We'd loads. Oh, come here. Oh, Jesus, come here. So my dad, he got home yesterday, was it? He got home yesterday, right? And every year he does something odd. Last year, a little girl knocked on the door. Hello, trick or treat. And he had on the mask of Loggy. Those of you who know the mask of Loggy. And she burst into tears. You know, terror and shock and panic. And he tried to take the mask off quickly, and doing so, tore it. So Loggy's dead. Did. This year, he's wearing the mask from Scream. And he's like a model witch that when you open the door, it kind of, bewitches you. And there was another group of people who knocked on the door, and he I don't know what he was trying to do, but like, here's the scene, right? The children's father was standing in the background, and then my dad opened the door. Happy Halloween. Would you like to come inside? What? And your man was just like, maybe next time. Dad, you can't be inviting young people into your house. It's not right. Right. So they're the things he gets up to. We gave him loads of candy, and they didn't go inside. So all is grand, right? Captain Cocktail is here. Good to see you. Crabby One. Well, hello. Eagle Castle is here. Leaping Sumo, thank you very much indeed for 10 months. Cheers, buddy. Hope you're well. Where's this now? Paparazzi, welcome in. Jesus, it's the Flight Sim Irish Pope. What? You're not allowed to laugh. Energizer, harsh, very, a bit true, but harsh. What's the scariest aircraft from Microsoft Flight Sim? The Witchcraft Bonanza. Very good. Why shouldn't an angry witch take her broom trick-or-treating? She might fly off the handle. Ah, oh, Jesus. Golda Kappa train. I don't know what it is. Right, now, where are we? We're down here. Captain Gaiman, good to see you, buddy. Murph, you, me, Turkey for a hair transplant. Listen, I've loads of hair. It's just covered, But it does look quite compelling. In the lighting as well, you see. When I press this button. Oh, for God's sake, I broke it. Hang on. Oh, no. It's absolutely brilliant. It's genius. Right, we've already gotten copyright stricken. Now, let me see. Fibro, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. I'll have to join in later. I'm busy fixing the motor on the washing machine. Seeing as I'm the good bucks with the wife, I've just bought myself an AB6 bundle. Oh, good man yourself, Eamon. That's how you do it. Right. There we go. Now, let me see. Weebles, thank you very much. 10 months in a row, buddy. Cheers. He goes, happy Halloween, Murph. I thought for a minute I was looking in the mirror, not the TV. I have a shaved head. 10 months' time, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, Minions tonight will take over the stream, says Fox Fly. Welcome in, Fox. Hope you're well. Goulash, no, to Savage. Uncle Fester, it's not Uncle Fester. Bloody hell, it's supposed to be Dr. Evil. I didn't go to doctor school for 4 years to be called Mr. Thank you very much. Right, but anyway, the Slick One, good to see you. Balut, yes, One Fly Air, happy Halloween. Father Ted, wait, what? Summon the Breaker of Things. Super Tom, good to see you. Is that Micah from GTA? Jesus. Right, now, Doug D is here, good evening. MV is in the house. Who are you and what have you done with Murph? Right? It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Big Boss Robinson, you're back in the will. Give me a hell yeah. Right, now, Mr. Edit, good to see you. Mr. TPHI, happy Friday. Dave Cleary, Legend Dave. Welcome in, Dave. Visualize is here. Mr. Edit, Grew? Maybe. Now, let me see. Judy, Posh, Totty, welcome in. Jesus, Black Sheep Jean is here. I took the day off work on my pit getting ready for me AB6, which has shipped. Ooh, nice. Clinton Stark, good to see you. Black Sheep Jean then with a $20 donation. Thank you very much indeed. It will do well. Funding, evil across the world. Wayland Tutani, good evening. Joseph Jolly is here. Angel is in the house. Mrs. TPHI is over on YouTube. Surviving the Apocalypse, welcome in. Jim Messenger, good to see you. Murph, is there any truth to the story this evening that a small 4-seat light aircraft crashed in a graveyard in Ireland? 253 bodies have been recovered so far. Ah, Jesus. It was like the story of, they did an excavation in Ireland 6 years ago. Did you hear this one? It was off the M7, the road from Dublin to Limerick. Anyway, they did an excavation, and they were able to carbon date, all this, they were able to carbon date the bones that they found. And it goes back about 3,500 years. They found this skeleton. But what he was wearing around his neck was a sign, you know, Ireland's champion hide and seek winner. I may have told that incorrectly. But it's brilliant! Right, now, Jesus, the threshold, good to see you. I fucking hate Halloween. It beggars the exercise. Wait, it's a beggar's exercise from America. Its original pagan roots are totally ignored and forgotten. Yeah, but we like the music and the movies, and the sweets are always nice. Do you know what I mean? You look like Gru. Today, we steal the Eiffel Tower. Steel Bean, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. What's up for this stream? We just don't know. The Atlas Empire, welcome in. Right, now, I think we're catching up. The details of my life are quite inconsequential. Where do I begin? My father was a relentlessly self-improving boulangerie owner from Belgium with a low-grade narcolepsy and a penchant for buggery. He used to come out with wild claims like he invented the question mark. My mother was a 15-year-old French prostitute named Chloe with webbed feet. Brilliant. Zybok Doc is here, calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. Hope you're well. Zith is here. Jesus, he goes, remember the yokes you used to have to wear swimming? Murph, are you wearing the slippers too? They're like the old swimming hats, aren't they? Eagle Costa, have an amazing stream. Thank you very much indeed. Have an awesome evening. Strap21 in the house. This costume is way better than the one you had yesterday. A certain spy may be on his way to Bran Castle too. Certain spy? Murph, I'm going to steal the neighbour's Halloween candies. Trust me, I'm doing him a favour. Yeah, that'll work. Let me see. Old man boss, welcome in. Happy Halloween indeed. Right, let's go over to this screen where it's like, you know, less terrifying.
Look at this big Egypt.
Which now? We'll go back to normal lighting. Yes, and welcome in. Look, it looks even worse on this camera, look. Jesus. Right, now, I look a little pale. It's all right, it was all filters. We're using technology, lads, you know. There's some soundage. And, as I said, you're all very welcome in. Happy Halloween, lads. As it's 1,000 degrees inside my man cave. Roll up the sleeves and everything, right? So tonight, yes, we do have a flight in the Baron. Been looking forward to this one. Our route, for those of you who are that way inclined. We're going to start off here. Lima Romeo Charlie Lima. And we're going to head our way down into the Carpathian Mountains, right? Murphy, what have you done with the fingers off the marigold glove? It's terrible, isn't it? I read candles for candies. Uh-oh. Bags of gummy bears await. Ooh. Scott has all the snacks. Our first stop is down into the mountains. Then we're going to overfly. There's a helipad down this way in Petroșani, I think it's called. From there, we're going to fly then over to what's known as Bran Castle. And it's just outside the town of Bran. And we're going to do a landing here then in Lima Romeo Bravo Victor before we hightail it all the way down to Bucharest. So that is our flight plan for this evening, friends. And we should have a lot of fun, right? Should have a lot of fun. Who's this absolute shocking Egypt coming in? Hang on a second. What an absolute gobshite. There's always one, isn't there? Who's this absolute feckin' Egypt? Just do that. Oh, look, it worked. Right. A Muppet came in and he has been disappeared. Where's me hair? It's lost. It got blown off, you know. But anyway, we shall continue on. So that's what we're looking at there for the route. So here is our aircraft, the Baron. Hi Fly, good to see you, man. Welcome to my secret underground stream with sharks, with lasers, you know. But anyway, here we are with this machine that we're going to take for our flight tonight. Now we have live weather, right? And my time of day, just so you know the story, lads, it's now precisely 14:40 in the sim. 14:40 as we prepare to get this machine up and running. Now, our fuel is set 90 gallons in each tank. We can go around, walk around the aircraft, but we'll just hop into this and go flying. We're going to remove the engine covers, the pitot covers, and our wheel chocks. And we have a quick check over on the engines. Yes, both are looking fairly good. Electrical stuff is grand, and we've no active failures. Lovely. So we're going to get the machine into action. So we're going to close the nose door. Lovely. The vehicle centre, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. We'll close our main door and we'll close our cabin door. All right. Now go back into our seat. Now we're going to make sure that our fuel tanks are open, which they are. Both are open, yes. And we're going to remove the control lock. The sounds are like savage, right? Corn Wolf, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Right, next up now, our prop is set to full. Mixture currently off. Throttle is all right. Landing gears in the down position. Flaps in the up position. We're going to turn on the beacon and our nav lights. Activate the battery. All right. And it's coming alive. Why do we have Muppets on YouTube tonight? I'm just going to have a night of banning feckless rogues. But anyway, we continue on. We continue on, lads. Let me see now. So that's good. That's good. Alternators, we'll turn those on in a moment. And we're going to be looking at our fuel pumps now to get everything up and running. We can also turn on some interior lights in here. Panel lights, floodlights inside. Yes, that's all coming good. Kirog, thank you very much indeed. Legendary 6 months, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Scott, we have that tunage. Yes. Let me see here now. It looks like on the black square bonanzas are showing up as Honda Jets. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, now, let's see what the story is. We're looking good here. Mags for the right-hand side. So we're going to go mixture fully rich. We're going to activate the booster pump. And if we look at the fuel flow, we increase the throttle. That'll open it. And we'll go full boost. It's almost 7 litres there. Turn that off. Bring our throttle down to roughly a start. And we shall say clear prop. Open a window. Clear prop. All the mags to the right hand side and we'll press and hold the starter and see what happens. Come on, Betsy. Oh yes. Alright, we got a good start. Right side alternator coming on. How many band accounts does that gobshite have? There's someone on the vertical stream thinking he's like, you know, all up in his business. It's just a muppet, and they have to realise, the Irish, we invented trolling. You're doing it wrong. If you're going to do it right. The Baron feels like luxury. The Baron is gorgeous. Do you used to be a Beach Baron twin engine fly past me house? Oh, really? Nice. Nice. Any idea speed of the Baron? We'll probably be cruising at about 160 knots, give or take. Roughly. All right? So that's a good start on the right side. Ease off the mixture here a little bit. And we'll keep our RPM about 1,000 or so as we idle along. Next up, we're going to go for the left side. Booster pump, throttle. Booster pump high. And we'll leave the mixture high. Bring our throttle down a smidgen. And we'll go on the left side. Clear prop. And we shall wait and hope for a start. There's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Okay, that's a good start on the left side. Alternator coming up. And just watch our RPM and manifold pressure. All right, we got a good start. Avionics coming on. Muse, I wouldn't even, like, just ban them. Just ban them. There's Muppets at play, you know. Right, we've got a good start in the aircraft. Let's have a look here now. Yeah, the Baron, it is so good, isn't it? It's so good. Zappel, welcome in, buddy. In for a creepy one, absolutely. I can't see the ban button on YouTube. There should be 3 little dots beside them. And you can ban away then. Puppets in here, yeah. Cyrus T is there, good to see you. There's absolute Muppets there, but sure, listen, it'll be grand. Always, oh, JoinFS, yes. Let's get some JoinFS action up and running. Nice. I'm going to close that little window. Now, good start on both engines. Let's continue on here. So we're going to go with our air conditioning. Current temperature in the aircraft, 8 degrees only, right? Weather radar coming up, and we have our map here. And we can put in our various waypoints. Cyrus T, good to see you, buddy. Happy Halloween. Hope you're well. It just shows a reporter timeout, no ban. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. If they come in again, we'll just tell them to check off. To keep it Tom, thank you very much indeed, my guy. 36 months. What an absolute gentle person. Daniel is in the house. Welcome in, Daniel. Hope you're well. Happy Halloween. Right, air conditioner, leave them off for the moment. Pitot heaters will turn them on. What else do you want? Cabin temperature, worry about that in a moment. Let me see, taxi lights can come on. We also have an ice light, but hopefully we don't need it for a while. Make sure our lights over here are on, because it's going to get dark, lads. It is going to get dark now later. So we'll see how we get on. Let me see, from here we're going to reset our barrow and our directional indicator. And we're going to pop in a quick flight plan into this machine right here. So, destination, we're going to set it up as LRBS. LRBS, yes. And we'll start putting in our waypoints. Cian Lafford, good to see you. It's the Muppets on the vertical stream on YouTube. Yes, yes. They're the ones. Where are we going? We're going to... Well, we're in Romania. And we're going out to Bran Castle. We're going to learn all about Dracula. Do you know? And other things as well. There was interesting news in the week in Ireland this week. UFO sightings and stuff. Mad stuff. I see you've grown some hair for this evening. I have, Kane, flat out. Jesus. Me lovely little mask. But anyway, where's our first waypoint? LRDV. LRDV. Yes. From there, it's going to be a custom one. So... we'll probably have to skip it, but I'll hand fly it. LRBV. And then we're down. So there is another waypoint, don't worry. But we'll be flying this kind of, hopefully VF4 if the weather holds up. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens. The UFO sightings are because of Captain Scam. Did you see the Captain Sim UFO? What in the name of... Right. Anyway, altitude was set an initial 3,000. We'll probably need a lot higher for that in a moment. And there's a slight imbalance on both engines, but that's quite okay. Squawk machine is on 7,000. We'll stick it onto altitude report. Yes. And, well, let's see what happens here. So we're going to bring up some Navigraph. Quick check of the runways. So we're going to taxi forward here, and we'll be blasting off from runway 25. So pretty much straight up on Charlie, and we see what happens, right? So, off the brakes, bit of rollage. The Caribbean is getting hammered by Hurricane Melissa. Yeah, man, it's sad. Like, there was deaths and everything reported there. It's crazy, isn't it? His new call sign is Speedball. Speedball Murphy. Yeah, that works. Alright, we'll take our time here. Easy now. Gotta just love old Vlad's yard decorations. You better believe it. You better believe it. Good crew of people here tonight, lads. Beautiful aircraft. Now, what am I... Is that... It's a taxiway. Wow, is that the PAC 750? It looks like it. Continue on. NM Flyer, welcome in. There is a flying saucer. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. Tilly, welcome in. Hope you're well. Sim Shady. We are departing from Lima, Romeo, Charlie, Lima, LRCL. We're on the Southeast Asian server, and we've joined Vest up and running as well. So we taxi out to the active, go ahead and get the rest of our lights on, and we'll do a quick run up just before we stop here. Alright, we'll hold position. And the wind is kind of hitting the front of us here now. So, mixture, Rich. Bring the props up. Beautiful sound of that turbocharger. Okay, right engine, let's go for a mag check. Right mag, there's a drop. Back to both. Left mag, there's the drop. Back to both. Left engine will do the same. Over to the right mag. Back to both. Left mag. Back to both. About 2,300 or so. Cycle the prop. 1, 2, and 3. So we have verified on our cycling, manifold pressure will increase, RPM will drop, fuel flow will drop. So that's all working exactly as it should. When it comes to your magneto checks, you're checking to make sure that when you turn off one mag, you should get a drop of somewhere between 50 to 100 RPM, roughly. And you're also listening to the sound. That transition of turning off a mag, the other mag should be running smooth. If it was coughing and spluttering, it's a sign that you're fouling the plugs or even vapor lock. So, yeah, have to wait and see. Can you get the Baron to do flight level 370, right? Quokka is here. Good to see you, buddy. Time now in the sim, we are locked to 15:38. Is it? That doesn't seem right. So that was 40. Call it 1500, lads. Just set it to 1500. That should do us, right? Local time 1500. All right. So we're gonna go for a notch of flaps. Check out the right side. Tons of aircraft up there. Check the left side, and we'll taxi into position. B. Carlo, welcome to my secret underground lair. Yes. Happy Halloween, buddy. Hope you're well. Stream is a bit laggy on Twitch. Really, Nighthawk? Still starting an engine on my Twitch. Oh, really? Jesus. Everything appears to be running as normal, but sure, you know me now with being normal. Nothing normal about it, lads. Nothing normal about it. Right, so let's have a look here. Heading indicator. Go ahead and throw this guy up to where it needs to be. So we'll take off from the runway, gain a bit of altitude, just fly around the area, and that'll give us, hopefully, sufficient time to get airborne. Are we ready? DeRuiter, good to see you. And Aviation 1001, welcome in. Alright, power coming in. Release the brakes. Oh man, the sounds. Absolutely incredible sounds in this machine. Alright, coming up on 80 knots. We're going to rotate at around 90. That'll be 90. Oopsie daisy. Positive rate of climb. And we're indicating. Gear coming up. We're going to go ahead and put the flaps in. And as we climb here, we're just going to reduce some of that RPM. Oh, yeah. Squawking 1200. Happy Halloween, buddy. Welcome in, lads. A very happy Friday to you. Hope you had an awesome day. And I've been looking forward to this flight now for ages. All right, rate of climb is good. Let's go to our autopilot. We're going to arm altitude. We're going to climb at 1,000. We're going to go heading mode, and we're going to activate the autopilot. Easy does it now. We want 1,000, please. Engage. There we go. All right. Let's have a quick look outside. Gorgeous. Right, lads, what we're going to do, we'll do one of these. If you're on the Xbox, press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. If you're using JoinFS, Skynet, or buttons, Skynet, JoinFS, press 3. And for everyone else, because it's Friday and it's Halloween, well, lads, you press number 4, and sure, we'll have the crack. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream Monday to Friday, 2000 Zulu time, right here. Man, that looks good. Alright. It's all happening now, lads, at a rate of knots. So how are we looking here? Right, straighten up. Yup, you devil, you. CTD in 2020, no way! Another one on YouTube. They're all out tonight, Scott. It is the night of the Living Towers. Man alive, we are moving fast here. This is awesome. Alright, quick circle back around and we'll keep her going. Keen Lafford, good to see you. And 25 at the PC, 5 on console, 2 using whatever the hell you said 3 was. Yeah, I got it all wrong. 7 days until this time next week. Wills 1985, bloody hell, he's given 5 gifted tier 1 subs to the community here on Twitch. Wills, thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Very kind, lads. If you just got a tier 1 sub with thanks to Wills, well, do be sure to say thank you. The man is a legend. A legend. Man, the sounds of this friggin' turbocharged engine, it's gorgeous. Oh yeah. Right, we're just going to circle around doing a 360 and, well, a 180 rather, and then we'll horse it in. You're on the sofa! You're on the sofa! Jesus. Paul is in the house. Good to see you, Paul. Welcome aboard. Man, this is kind of cool, isn't it? It's a location we don't usually fly in. You know what I'm saying? Lots of terrain to worry about over this neck of the woods. We will be climbing. So we'll see how we get on as we ramble towards the Carpathian Mountains, look. Down to our first stop of the night. So let me see. GPS is armed. So we can go ahead and arm nav mode. As we continue to turn. And we want to change altitude here as well. So let me see. We're going to go up to 6,000. Let's arm that. And we can climb this puppy at 1,000 feet a minute. And let's see what happens here. So as we continue to climb, we will get an intercept onto that magenta line, and then our nav will take over. Success fixing the washing machine. Come on yourself, Eamon. Brilliant. Gregor can't get the toolbar to show in the sim. Uh-oh. Hit the out escape key. Maybe that might help. Matt bought the UFO. It freezes on Xbox. Oh, no way, man. Paul, I haven't flown for several months now. What have I missed? Well, the sim has gotten a lot better, and it's very close to another update with some update 4. They've added a couple of aircraft as well, but dude, it's been good, man. It has been good. Northland Air, happy Halloween, buddy. Hope you're well. Welcome in. This looks very pretty. Man alive, look at the mountains there ahead of us, look. So, buttons. I'm going to do some redage, right? So Halloween, of course, you know, it's Halloween. I wanted you to do this. Yes. Now I look completely bald. Mother, look. Right. Anyway. We'll do one of these. See, there's something about this night that feels older than time. The air is colder. The wind seems to whisper. The world feels just a little thinner. We call it Halloween now, a night of masks, tricks and laughter, but once upon a time, this was a night of fear. A night when the dead were said to walk among the living. Over 2,000 years ago, in the Celtic lands of Ireland, bit of Scotland, people celebrated Samhain, the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter. To them, it wasn't just a change of season. It was when the night, when the boundary between our world and the other world grew thin. Spirits could cross over, and not all of them were friendly. Fires were lit to ward off the darkness, masks were worn to confuse the dead, and families left offerings on their doorsteps for wandering souls. When Christianity arrived, the festival, well, it didn't vanish. It evolved. The church renamed it to All Hallows Eve, and the night before All Saints' Day, hence Halloween. But the deep beneath the prayers and hymns, the old fears never truly died. Someone turn on the lights! This is terribly frightening. Yes, the Irish, they actually did invent Halloween. Yes, get in there, Ireland. Jump the devil. Spooky music, right?
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
My lights wear off. I know they're going to turn back on and going to look like you. Oh, Jesus, look at that. Look, right? I'm sweating under me forehead. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it does. Anyway, where was I? It was over here, look. And there, I thought it was the Druids. It's always the Druids. Always the Druids. Irish and Scottish immigrants carried these traditions across the Atlantic. Turnips became pumpkins. Souling became trick-or-treating, and bonfires became backyard parties. Halloween grew into a celebration of the strange, a night when we pretend to be afraid while secretly enjoying the thrill. But tonight, as we fly east, we're heading to a place where fear was once very, very real. A land that doesn't just tells ghost stories, not at all. It lives them. Welcome to Romania. Now, Romania is lovely, by the way, but Romania is the home of the Carpathian Mountains, and somewhere in their mist-covered peaks, Bran Castle. Ooh. The land of mist and mountains. Romania, of course, steeped in superstition, its namesake from that of Roman occupation back in the day. Its hills are dotted with wooden churches, ancient villages, where folklore has been passed down through whispered stories and at candlelight. The Carpathians, where we're flying right now, well, they stretch like a spine across Eastern Europe, a jagged wall of rock, forest, and fog. For centuries, travellers spoke of strange lights in these mountains, wolves that follow you for miles, unseen, and figures that appeared only when the moon was full. Were you coming in here to scare the crap out of me?
No, I was just gonna dust down your bald head.
Are you putting makeup on me bald head? Oh, jeez. Diner Dan is here, good to see you. Are we picking up Van Helsing? I wasn't a fan of that movie. But anyway, we continue on, friends. Continue. Huh? I fell asleep during that. But anyway, Scott, would you shag off, press some buttons? Chox is here as well. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, I'm up here, look. Button. To the locals, the night was alive. Filled with things best left undisturbed. And it is in this setting, friends, that one of history's most infamous names took shape. Vlad the Impaler. Ooh. Vlad III, known as Vlad Tepes, or meaning Vlad the Impaler, was born in 1431 in the fortress town of Sihisora. Not far from here. He was a voivode of Wallachia, prince in one of the most brutal and unstable times in Eastern Europe. The 15th century, it was a constant battleground, as reported live and a written account by Muse Fan. Christian Europe to the west, the expanding Ottoman Empire to the east, and Wallachia was right on the fault line. Vlad grew up as both a prisoner and indeed a soldier. As a boy, he and his brother were taken hostage by the Ottomans, political leverage to ensure his father's loyalty. He spent years in captivity, learning their ways, their discipline, and many say, their cruelty. When he finally returned, he found his father and brother murdered by political rivals. Revenge wasn't a choice. It was destiny. Destiny. Right, I have to do my own sound effects. Right, now. It was from this moment that his reputation was forged. He became known as Tepes, the Impaler, because of his preferred method of execution. He would drive long wooden stakes through his enemies and leave them standing in fields as warnings to others. Ottoman soldiers marching into his lands reportedly found forests of the impaled, thousands of them, bodies all swaying in the wind. Even hardened generals, will they turn back to run away? It is estimated he killed tens of thousands. Soldiers, invaders, traitors, even thieves. And yet, his own people, well, they saw him as a hero. A ruler who defended their land from foreign conquest, who brought law and order to an age of chaos, even if his methods were drenched in blood. Wallachia! Wallachia, come on, Viper! They're brilliant! To the west, he was a monster. To the east, he was a patriot. To history, he became legend. Now this is where things get interesting. Vlad's father was part of the Order of the Dragon. It was a Christian chivalric order sworn to defend Europe against the Ottoman Turks. In Romanian, his father was called Vlad Dracul, Vlad the Dragon. That made his son Vad Dracula, the son of the dragon. Centuries later, that single word, Dracula, would be lifted out of history and reimagined by an Irish writer named Bran Stoker. Stoker, well, he'd never been to Romania, never seen Bran Castle or the Carpathians, but he read an old travel journal by Musefan, folklore collections, and accounts of Vlad Tepes' reign. He took the name, the geography, and the aura of blood and death, and from them, he created one of the most enduring villains in literature. His 1897 novel, Dracula, tells the mysterious count in a distant Transylvanian castle, a nobleman who drinks the blood of the living to preserve his immortality. Ooh. His real name was Stokes. Stoker was a bad autocorrect. Bram Stokes, Bram Stoker, Bram Stokes. Shh, quit, will you? We'll be asking questions later. Are we there yet? No, right, hang on. The character was charismatic, intelligent, and terrifyingly calm. A monster hidden behind civility. And in that, perhaps, well, Bran captured the real essence of Vlad, a man who wielded fear as a weapon. Dracula became more than a book. He became a myth. The embodiment of darkness, elegant, immortal, and predatory. A creature of the night born from the cruelty of history and the imagination of one Irish storyteller. Ooh. I live on Count Kean.
Can I get a refund?
No, shag off, there's no refunds. And that brings us to where we will visit a little bit later on. Bran Castle, standing watch on the edge of Transylvania, perched high on a rocky outcrop, surrounded by forest and mist. It looks every bit as home of a vampire lord. In truth, there is no record of Vlad ever setting foot here. In fact, it wasn't even his home. But it simply looked the part. But that didn't matter. When tourists came searching for Dracula, Bran Castle was the perfect stage. Narrow staircases, secret passages, no kitchen, candlelit rooms. It has the kind of atmosphere that makes imagination run wild. Now, even today, visitors say they feel an odd chill in the corridors. Some claim to have seen a shadow cross a room, though no one else was there. Others swear that the air feels heavier after sunset, as if the walls themselves remember the stories. Ories. Right! Chris Van Halen, good evening. Now, where are we at? What did Muse say, Bran? He was saying it was Bran Strokes, but that doesn't make sense. It was Bran Stoker. Yeah, who are you? Did I say Stoker? Did I say Stroker? That's a very different type of movie. Right. The dark allure of Dracula. What makes Dracula endure, even now? It's not just the fangs or the cape, it's what he represents. He's a creature of temptation, a symbol of the forbidden, immortal but cursed, powerful but damned. He walks the line between man and monster, between the rationale and the primal. And deep down he embodies one of humanity's oldest fears, that death is not the end. And that the thing that comes back isn't quite human anymore. From ancient Irish spirits to Romanian folklore, from Vlad's impalements to Stoker's gothic imagination, it's all part of the same thread. The fear of what happens when we cross that boundary between life and death. There was a documentary about it called Buffy the Vampire Slayer, right? So now, that's our first bit of reading done. Are you enjoying this so far? Is anyone terrified yet? Right? I said Stokes, but I can't believe you took me seriously, you flute. Jesus. His name is Abraham Stoker, so it's Bram Stoker. Right. Let's clarify that. I've just changed my undercrackers. Wait, what? You can only speak in Dr. Evil's voice from the start. Could you imagine Bran Castle standing watch on the edge of Transylvania, perched high in a rocky outcrop, surrounded by forest and mist? Could you imagine the fun we'd have at that? Bram Stoker is Bram Stoker's cousin, once removed. Yeah, twice on the sister side. I've been terrified since I started watching your stream, Murph. Oh, grand. Yeah, we're getting somewhere, so. He got a little into my secret. He got a little bit of inspiration from visiting the ruins of Slains Castle near Aberdeen. Oh, did he? Jesus. He's relations in Mullingar, yeah. I want this as an audiobook with that voice. That's fantastic. Welcome to my secret underground lair. Flying in the Beechcraft Baron Professional. This is really nice plane. It's very pretty and does nice things. But as we move away from the whole story of Dracula, you know, and at Halloween, like, this is the time we kind of do it. Over the years, we've had some, well, proper fun at Halloween. We play things like paranormal, or what was it called? What was the game called? It was basically like Paranormal Investigations, right? And Ireland is actually great for this sort of weirdness. Now, there could be reasons behind it. I mean, you know, we enjoy a couple of pints and we can't explain what happens because we've had the pints. But, for example, there are phasmophobia. Yeah, phasmophobia, right? There are castles and locations dotted around Ireland that, you know, strange, very strange things happen that you can't really explain, right? The Leap Castle, for example, it borders Offaly and Tipperary. So Dracula was Vlad's nickname. So his father was known Vlad of Dragon, and his son, because, you know, the younger, was like son of the dragon, Dracula, as opposed to Dracu, right? But yeah. There's a legend in the local castle here in Kerr. Seemingly the Butler family that lived there had a haunted air fryer back in the 1600s. Or so I say anyway, because I read everything. Keen! I don't believe you did that! Balls! I've just been keened! There I was thinking, good man Keen, adding to the suspense and the, you know, no. Keen was out to get us from the start. Right, lads, we have a landing coming up. Lima, Romeo, Delta, Victor. Yes. So, look at the state of the scenery. We're going to come off the autopilot, reduce some power. Paul says, no one's chatting. Where are you, Paul? And where are you watching us on? What stream? There's loads of chat on Twitch, Paul. Come over to Twitch, it's great crack. Are you planning to land here? Yes, we are. Or at least we hope we are. So we're going to ramble up here to the right side and come in for a landing on runway 13. That's the hope. Come to Twitch. I like it here more than YouTube. Twitch is better, lads. So if you are watching us on YouTube, and if it's a little bit quiet in the chat, come over to Twitch. There's way more chat. It's just another platform, that's all. Hopefully I can watch when we land, says Eamon. Yeah, no, we'll be landing shortly. Paul is on YouTube. Paul, if you can. Yes, Paul, if you're on YouTube on the vertical, is it? Paul, ramble over to either the normal size, so there's 2 streams live on YouTube. Because we do have an awesome community. Used to be busy, but now it's empty. Yeah, you're in the wrong one, Paul. Paul, I can't be any more clear on this. You're in the wrong one. You want to... What's this now? You want to see something really scary? Watch me try to land this bonanza for the first time. Uh-oh. We're going to try and land this here now, right? Getting a Stutterfest on multiplayer, says Idle Cut Off. No way. Yeah, some of the YouTube chats, they can get a little bit quiet, but, like, our community is very much alive and well over on Twitch. And usually on the mainstream on YouTube as well. A great bunch of lads chatting away. So, yeah, there's we do a vertical stream for those who would watch these streams on their phone, for example, right? And it's not to segregate or move folks around. For me, it was all about giving folks the option, because if they're on their phone, it can be a little bit difficult to watch, do you know? As in a normal kind of lateral stream, if that makes sense. So the vertical stream is added purely for folks... well, they can see a bit more. They can see a cockpit, for example. Well, they can see the man cave, right? If I show you what they can see, which I think is it that?
I put the car in swinger, baby.
That's what they can see, that screen. As Proby Pete gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community on Twitch. You absolute legend. Proby Pete, thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. You are very, very kind. Vertical video, the work of the devil. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. But it's fun, and I like it, and I know folks appreciate it. Hence, we have it. Do you know? But yes, Proby, thank you very, very much indeed. Adam Control says, you're difficult to watch at the best of times, pal. Yeah, thanks, Adam. Yeah, sound, Adam. You know, lovely fella. Johnny Mon, good to see you. Welcome in. A great bunch of lads. A great bunch of lads, Johnny. Yes. Right, continue. Hope the landing is better than last night. Listen, Sumner, that was now strategic engineered landing capabilities, right? As we drop the landing gear. Trying out the new Aerotune software, so far so good. Minimal to no stutters, 80 to 85 FPS. Oh, nice. That's great news. Adam is taking the heat off me, thanks. Scott, me and Scott had savage crack last night. There was one-upmanship all over the place. Man, look at the scenery here, man. This is beautiful. Jolly God, great advice. Check to see if wake turbulence is turned on. The community was awesome until most of us joined. Then the house prices dropped through the floor. Every content creator or streamer or whatever, they all say they have the best community. But we do have the best community. And the reason why I say that, it's because we're so diverse. It's because, there's all different age groups, all different levels of experience when it comes to aviation or flight simming, and just nice people to be around. Do you know? Will there be phasmophobia this evening? Negative. I didn't set it up. It was so much fun last night. Thought you were still there, but it appears you'd done the ninja crawl. Yeah, I had to after. Yeah, baby. Do you know? Bloody hell. There's more things. AZ Blue Line, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What a legend. I'm about to blast. Jesus. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. Mrs. TPHI was there as well. Murph, can you take that scaredy mask off? Shag off, Paul, will you? We shouldn't have said nothing and left you in the quiet room. Could do some in Discord later. Yeah, we could do, Adam. Yeah, good call. Adam, do you have that installed? I don't know how to play the shaggy thing. Stu Snape is in with 5 gifted tier 1 subs. And we're flying by something weird on a mountain, look. Stu Snape, thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. 5 gifted tier 1 subs to the Twitch community. Legend. You're also using real turbulence for the first time tonight, says Eamon. How's it playing, Eamon? I imagine that's like a giant castle or something that should be there, shouldn't it? Guys having a sub off, I'm telling you. Ah, Dougal, you poor old Divleen. He says, I'm lurking from the hospital, bad reaction from meds. Nurses are better looking than Murphy. Well, that's something to celebrate. Dougal, have you inquired about the sponge baths? I'm just asking, you know. I hope you feel better soon. Jesus, buddy, you are missed. Where's the runway? I nearly did it again. Is this a grass runway? Get well soon, Dougal. Seems good, but I'll see what the landing's like. Murph gives better feet tickles. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it is a grass runway, look. Right. Jesus, there's helicopter. Sorry, buddy. Easy now. Right. All the flaps. Prop full. Gear is already down. We're decelling nicely. Now I'm trying to think, is the runway on the left or is it on the right? For me, it looks straight ahead. So it's a grass landing, this one. Remember doing a landing challenge here?
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
The Limbics, thank you very much indeed. Scared the crap out of us. Easy now. Easy now. I hope this is the runway. It looks like a runway. Power to idle, hold the nose. Easy. Kirschblunk. Alright. Easy on the brakes. Easy on the brakes. How does the Baron stack up against the Duke or the Aerostar? Very similar to the Duke. It's excellent. It really is excellent. Black Square are doing great things. They're going to be different from what A2A offer because A2A, they have AccuSim, which is, you know, I mean, it simulates more, we say, than kind of systems and whatnot. It really goes beyond that with AccuSim because it goes into like the flight envelope, flight modeling. But they're excellent. They're excellent aircraft. Patrick is here. Good to see you, buddy. Love the mask. Thanks. Look at me head. Look. Jesus. Right. Where am I? Oh, yeah. We need to back to... Oh, no. There's planes coming in from... Ah, Jesus. Right. Say nothing. It's all right. We're just going to taxi up this way. All is well in the realm. Jeez, the amount of people here, look.
Look at this big Aegis.
Listen. It's a lot easier to start up than the Dukes. It can be. Jane's dance from last night. Right. A shuttle driver for a local university, it is very difficult to differentiate everyday clothing people wear as opposed to Halloween attire. Right? Janet says he can't be seen. He's in the Starship. Hold. Yeah, we got you in the Starship. Whereabouts are you, buddy? 777, good to see you. I landed off to the side of the runway. I hit a few hills. It was bouncing from one end to the other. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, that felt like a decent landing, but I could be wrong. LRM, 125 feet a minute. We'll take every bit of that. End runway. Maybe give it a refresh, Tarnish. It says you're, like, it knows what aircraft. It maybe just needs a minute to display it. Perhaps. So this is our first stop of the night, and what we're going to do, lads, we're going to leave here, fly over the town of Petroșani, I think it's called, and then we're going to head up to our next stop, which is going to be over at Lima Romeo Bravo Victor. All right? Mr. Aviation, good to see you. So, 1 knot to flaps. We're going to take off. We're going to stick this onto heading mode. Make sure your barrow is reset as well, lads. This is a beautiful part of the world, and we can see that the time of day is starting to drop, isn't it? Interesting, interesting. Right, let's see here now. Turd Ferguson, good to see you. Right, power coming in. Off the brakes. Let's go flying. Speed alive. 40. Oh, Paul, it's really good. Paul, you have 2024, Paul, haven't you? Oopsie daisy. Pause, ready to climb. Gear coming up. Flaps in. Man, look at the mountain over there. Let's head for that. We're very much VF4, so like, not much to worry about. Mr. Jingsley, welcome in. It went very well. Terrorizing the people of Care while wearing a Ronaldo mask. Jesus. Good man. Andrew, welcome in. You look busier than Atlanta during rush hour. You're very welcome in, Andrew. Oh, we're getting some stutters. Let's head over to this mountain over here, look. You don't need to wear a mask to be terrorizing them people. We're heading to Dracula's lair. We absolutely are. I just want to head around this mountain and we'll turn back here a bit. But so far, we're looking good. Easy now. Bit of trim. Ease off the prop a little bit. Newfoundland, good to see you. I have both. PC is a bit weak. VR 2024 though. Ah. What country or what county am I from? Well, I'm from Dublin originally, but I live in Tipperary. Jesus, look at this. Oh man, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, lads, as we're flying around here, taking in the sights. This is very pretty. Man, that looks pretty. All right, let's go heading mode. Easy. Keen Lafford. All right, let's follow along here, friends. Let's call it 4,000 maybe?
Ooh. Well, this is lovely. We're just flying along here. There's nothing to see, man. We're just doing our thing. How did you do the trick with the small hand? We got a couple of happy little trees. Some friendly little crowds. It's looking good. Alrighty then, heck yeah! What do you mean you don't need a trick for small hands?
Yeah, baby.
It's like 9,000 degrees in here. Jesus! Ooh.
Oh no, take the mask off, Murphy. You look terrifying and everything. Ah, Jesus, lads. Right, are we going the right way?
Going the wrong way.
No, we're not. We're going the right way. Everything's grand. Jesus, the head in it. Look. Ah! Shag off, right? Bloody hell. It's me Deadpool mask. It's brilliant, isn't it? And there's me baldy cap mask. That needs a wash. But anyway, put the mask back on. Shower effect. Yeah, great bunch of lads. Yeah. Yous are all sound like that. You know what I mean? Great bunch of lads. Now, what was I going to do here? Oh, sure, look at one of these. As we continue to fly, it's becoming Friday now. I don't need to worry about costumes or masks. Right? He got there before we even had an opportunity to slag him. Right? Yes. Yes, we did. Right, we need altitude. And we will continue on with our stories as we learn more about, you know, the scary things, right? So we were talking about, sounds should be good. We were talking about, like, different kind of scary things, right? And we were saying, like, the Left Castle. I don't know if you guys ever watched Most Haunted with Derek Cora. God rest him. Do you remember Derek Cora? There's an orb over there. Did you see us? Well, they went to Kennedy Castle, which isn't too far from where I am. And Climb, you fool, climb. So Kennedy Castle anyway, and that place is mad because all sorts of, you know, untold mysteries kind of happen there, and I'm sure everyone in their own day-to-day living, right? I'm sure you've probably come across something you couldn't quite explain, and I don't mean like, well, it could be paranormal, or it could be just, you know, you thought you saw something, or you had that feeling of someone watching you, like, right, you know, that kind of, Jesus, then I don't feel alone here. Well, the LRBV Castle and, of course, Kennedy Castle in Ireland, two great spots for it. And then you have, what's the Lissadell House down in County Wexford, I think, or Waterford. Lissadell House, oh, bloody hell, scared the crap out of you. So there's all these sort of different sites around the country. And Irish folklore and the Irishness in and around, we say Halloween or Samhain, it looks like Samhain, but it's Samhain. You know, some of the Irish stuff, things like, you know, the banshee. It was, you know, it's often said the wail of the banshee. If you hear a banshee, it usually means there's a death coming soon, right? And then in different countries, there's kind of, you know, there's similar-ish kind of stuff. And there's no doubt, of course, that Loftus Manor, that's the one. No, not Lissadell, Loftus Hall, that's the one, Keen. But yeah, like we've more than enough of it here. More than enough of it. But there's loads of it in... thank you very much, Scott. Murphy, my nurse says you're off your head. Right? Brilliant. And I don't have many costumes left now, lads. We've about 6 more. But the whole thing to me becomes fascinating. Because it goes kind of... You know, you have the fun side, the trick or treat side, and that's what they'd say. Do you want a trick or a treat? I don't think everyone ever said a trick, you know, unless it's Kane, of course. But when you consider different things that just like scare the crap out of us, primal fear, and there's all different ways in which you can ignite those emotions, right? Be it horror or like a thriller, suspense. Usually the great unknown. That's what we fear the most. As humans, we fear the unknown. It's a natural part of our whole psychology, right? Things we don't know, we tend to fear it. And there's usually a plausible cause, you know, there's always a scientific fact or reason as to why something is what it is or isn't. But it doesn't stop the whole stories from kind of getting around. Anyone in Ireland, I mean, you remember this. When I was a kid growing up at Halloween, it was always our thing. By the end of the night, you know, you go off, you do your trick-or-treating, you dress up, and then the night usually ends kind of sitting around a bonfire and the older folk telling you ghost stories, or what we would call ghost stories. And with the Irish side of it, you know, the banshee was the one that would in particular scare the crap out of me, because I'm like, what? And it's, you only hear it at night time, and it was called the banshee wail, wailing, screaming in the wind kind of thing. And there was things, we'll have to climb here. Well, will we? No, I think we land just before, or no, we turn left just before it. As I said, when we talk about a banshee, and what a banshee would represent and what it could do, and there was all these different ways in which you can kind of protect yourself from a banshee. You know, a mirror, for example. If a banshee couldn't look at itself in a mirror, it would scare the crap out of the banshee itself, which I thought was brilliant. Do you know? We've other tunes here. Look, I don't know. Yes. There's always a classic. But I'd love to hear, you know, what your experience has been at Halloween, especially in Ireland, right? Growing up, the stories you'd hear, and there'd always be like to be a house, or to be an area, you know, don't go anywhere next or near this area. So here's our waypoint where we're flying over. Gorgeous. Banshee was the nickname you had for your sister. What? Fly the noob! Good to see you. A local legend in Ballylough is the Banshee. Word of Google and a quick read. Ooh. We were told stories about people from Leitrim, right? Are you describing yourself there, Murph? Right? Ghost trains are here. Ghost trains, yeah, they're a big one. But like, it's when you know, you start looking into like, okay, what's the scientific reasoning? How do we figure this kind of stuff out, right? And you get into kind of like paranormal activity or paranormal studying, and movies like the Ghostbusters, of course, really brought that to the forefront. And it all gets into kind of matter or antimatter or like different energies and all this sort of stuff. But it doesn't change the fact that it can terrify you. Absolutely terrify you. It's mad. We need to get over this mountain. This is going to be hilarious. We need savage altitude here. We're currently at 5. Let's get up to 8. Arm. 1,000 footer. Let's try it. Loads of power. There's a ghost pilot. Yeah, there was a ghost pilot. I mean, even the story of the Shepherd, right? The Banshee was on BBC Sound Effect in Volume 4 as well. What was this, Adam? We have albinos that live up in the mountains. The Canterville Ghost was good. The original was the best. Load of dog dangles. Yeah, so like, look, I'm not one to say that there's no such thing. Yeah, it's all codswallop or you don't believe in it. People do believe in it, right? And I don't particularly believe in it, but I do believe there's stuff that can't be explained. That I do believe, right? The Beast of Craggy Island. Yeah. That was a quick trip to Turkey. Yeah, brilliant. For some reason, it's got tremendous fear of stamps. And instead of a mouth, it's got 4 arses. What's this, Adam? Careful now. The Beast of Craggy Island. Sorry, that was out of Father Ted. Yes. Where is this now, right? Like, when we have an Irish writer all about kind of vampires and what they are and what they aren't, and this whole idea to drink blood to, you know, maintain immortality, that's one side of the house. Then you have things like, you know, The Conjuring or Poltergeist or, you know, paranormal activity and all this kind of stuff, right? There's mad money in or mad money to hear me. There's mad music in this. What's that one called? Deo. Tune. We were watching Jane last night and she had this. And she was doing a dance. I can't do the dance. Do you ever see Beetlejuice? I can't dance, God. What was the dance? It was like arms out. You want to watch Jane doing it. It's brilliant, right? Brilliant. Where are we going? Oh, yeah. Right a bit. So we continue on, right? The veil and the unknown. As we're talking about Halloween and this kind of difference between, well, what's alive, what's dead? Is there another world? You know, all these questions that we have, right? Because if the thing fascinates me, perhaps that is why Halloween still fascinates us, because for one night each year, well, we give shape to the things that we fear. We wear them, we laugh at them, and we tell stories about them. But deep down, we know there are still questions we just can't answer. Why do so many people claim to see lights in the sky that they can't explain? Or why do ancient castles feel different when they're alone? Why do you dream of the dead and sometimes wake up feeling like they were just in the room? Science offers us some explanations, but Halloween, well, the whole thing with Halloween now, it invites us to wonder, and wonder what keeps the night alive. There was a thing in Ireland a week or two ago, right? I need to show you this. And this is literally the other night, right? This was sighted over Carlow the other night. Did anyone see this? Did you come across this? And it was reported to say it was a UFO, right? Black Sheep Gene, thank you very much indeed, man. Prime subscription here on Twitch. Cheers, buddy. The bizarre lights widely reported on social media accounts across Munster, with the weather expert Alan O'Reilly behind the popular ex-account Carla Weather saying the notification lit up with people flagging sightings, right? In a post online, he shared a video of the light he said described as a big object with light in front but no noise and moving very quickly. One follower shared a better, higher quality snap of the cockpit, from the cockpit of a flight heading into Cork Airport. Now, they're the stories of it, right? It was confirmed, or at least they're saying, yeah, we reckon this was from SpaceX. You know, one of the boosters coming back down, and there was it was fuel, right? But it's when you start reading into it, and there's Jesus, there's things happening. FMJ, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Thank you very, very much indeed for the super chat. Man is a legend. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. There was a story back of another sighting in Ireland, right? I'm trying to find the one that has the year, right? UFO Ireland, because this one actually followed. This one actually followed an investigation, right? Where is this now? So it was in 1987, a British Airways... Yeah, 1987, a British Airways flight reported what it said, an unidentified flying object, right? And the Irish Aviation Authority had to do a full investigation into it because there was a number of things. They were saying, well, hang on a second, how is there a craft in Irish airspace unidentified? And it wasn't the other lads coming in for the crack, right? And then they said, how is it the case that the aircraft, which said it flew very close to it, had no way of identifying it at all? At all. And it actually turned out the end of the report from the Irish Aviation Authority actually declared it was an unidentified flying object, right? So it began at 0647 local time on Friday the 9th of November. A British Airways pilot contacted Shannon Air Traffic Control. She wanted to know if there were military exercises in the area. ATC said no such exercises. The pilot, flying from the Canadian city of Montreal to Heathrow, said that there was a very bright light and the object had come up along the left-hand side of the aircraft before it rapidly veered to the north. She was wondering, could it be said that it seemed to be heading for a collision? Another pilot from a Virgin aircraft joined in and suggested it might have been a meteor or other object re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. He said there were multiple objects following the same sort of trajectory and they were very bright. The pilot said he saw two bright lights over the right which climbed away at speed. One pilot said the speed was astronomical. It was almost like Mach 2, which is twice the speed of sound. An astronaut from the Armagh Observatory and Planetarium said what the pilot saw was probably a piece of dust entering the Earth's atmosphere at very high speed. It was most likely commonly called shooting stars, and it appears the matter was extremely bright, so it must have been quite large piece of material, probably burning up, right? James Mathis, thank you very much indeed. Welcome in. Following reports from a number of aircraft on Friday the 9th about this unusual activity, the Irish Aviation Authority filed a report. The report will be investigated under the normal confidential occurrence investigation Spokesman for Shannon Airport said it wouldn't be appropriate for the airport to comment while the IAA continues its investigation. Well, they finished that investigation because they turned around and said the IAA report actually said it has been confirmed as an unidentified flying object. Now, they're not saying it's, it's aliens, but it's aliens, right? There was another one then in 2018. UFO sightings over County Kerry by pilots. They reported inconclusive. However, no other natural phenomenon could explain it. It's kind of mad, isn't it? It is kind of mad, and that's just like one thing. UFOs and all this, aliens and whatnot. But it captures the mind in the very same way as ghost stories, or like the horror or the thriller. It's the very same thing, right? for some people, fear could be about, you know, a friggin' murder on the loose, or, you know, it could be about aliens, for example. A lot of good movies all about aliens. And of course, The X-Files, that was brilliant. But it still captures the imagination in a way. Think about it, all the way back from 2,000 years ago, back in Ireland and parts of Scotland, Wales, the Isle of Man, where as humans we believed that there is a line between the living and something else, right? And the idea, of course, of Halloween was they'd light fires to keep the place bright, we've bonfires. They wore masks to confuse the dead or whatever, they couldn't figure out what it was, hence we have masks, right? And then, of course, there's still this fascination even today when it comes to, you know, ghost stories and all of this kind of stuff. Like it's we're all drawn to them for whatever reason. Playfully, I'm sure, when we're younger kids. I mean, it's not, you don't want to traumatize people. But as we get older, when we try to figure out what the hell is this all about, you know, it's kind of mad. The Impossible Face, good to see you. Ireland invented UFOs, so it makes sense they'd visit you. Yeah, 100%. Apparently Ireland has the most UFO sightings out of all of Europe. I heard that as well. Yeah. It is mad, isn't it? Death by stereo. Used to hear about what sounded like the opening and closing of drawers downstairs in the dead of night at my parents. I could never explain it. Everyone was upstairs and we all heard it several times. Ooh. One night I went downstairs for a drink, says Paul. Was that the mood lighting? One night I went downstairs for a drink. The kitchen light clicked back off. I was on my own. Try as I might, I could not balance the light switch halfway, which is what I thought must have happened. Jesus. Aliens speak in a mysterious foreign language, so they're very similar to people from Kerry. Hot chef, there you are now. John Carpenter's The Fog, yes. Huge Stephen King fan, yes. Stephen King did some crackers. Isn't it The Stand, Christine? There's really good ones. Yeah, it's mad. It really is mad. Like the different stories we have, and like even now today, like it transfers into video games. So like Halloween or just horror or you know, psychological horrors, they're the ones that get me. Paranormal Activity, no use to them at all, lads. Things moving for no reason. You know, in the US we now call them unidentified aerial phenomenon. Ireland has UFO, fairies and giants, also whiskey and Guinness. Yeah, you know. The Fog was the first movie I let my wife pick out back in the early 80s. It was the last time I let her pick. It's scary to think we're either alone in this universe or not alone. Yeah, I agree. Is it possible the little green men are actually leprechauns? I reckon so, yeah. Oh god, yeah. Sure, the Irish invented aliens, you know. Yeah, it's mad. It is. It's very weird and interesting. And as I say, you know, modern culture with horror movies, it's nuts. And like the story, like ghost stories, these stories, I mean, history is dotted with them. I'm a huge fan of history. I do an awful lot, but I read an awful lot into Roman history and beliefs and all the sort of stuff. And in particular, with the Romans, you know, Christianity and all that later on in life, they started pushing things through, and it identified a lot of the pagan beliefs, these pagan gods and so on and so forth. And there are similarities, of course, from different tribes or you know, civilizations and whatnot, with the Nordics being quite unique, that most of theirs stayed relatively untouched, coming down from Scandinavia. And then of course they came with the Vikings and, you know what I mean, Norse gods and all this sort of stuff. You know, like they're all the gods that they would have. Thor, for example, we all heard of Thor, right? Well, did you know that the name Thursday derives from Thor's Day, for example? Do you know? But as I'm saying, the fact that it's still there today in modern culture, it's mad, right? Exorcism documentary scary? Nutty Slack says, I'm not a religious person, but the history of religion is fascinating. All history is fascinating, yeah. There's a town in Scotland named after him called Thurso, yeah. Wednesday is Woden's Day or Odin's Day. Correct and right, Fire10. Correct and right. And it was where this kind of, you know, the anglicized Saxon names, and there's great history with that. Very interesting. Thirsty Thursday, right? There's studies that be done that correlates increased UFO sightings with nuclear tests. Freya's Day. Good man, Malky. Well done, Energizer. You know the story, lads. What about Monday? Saturday is from Saturday Night Fever. So Saturday, the Nordics kept Saturday because Saturday was named after Saturn's Day, a Roman god, Saturn, because in the Norse weekly calendar, I believe, there was only 6 days, right? The Norse is Vic, yeah. Day of the Moon, Lundy, yeah. Monday, Mon's Day, yeah. Friday the 13th movies freaked me out as a kid, says Johnny Mon. I had many sleepless nights due to them, yep. Signs of Mel Gibson sort of creeped me out. Pretty good, messed with me mind. Mr. TPHI, I'm the very same. I thought that was a good flick. And yes, messed with me mind. There was another one that was Kiefer Sutherland in it. But yeah, Signs was a good flick, man. That was a good flick. Poltergeist is the one for me. I watched it far too young. We got teased at the thing about the day quite early in school here in Sweden. That's awesome. Like, I'm trying to think scary movies, and I mean like ones that mess with your head a bit, right? I mean, there's jump scares, you know, like 28 Days, for example. That's a great franchise if you want your jump scares. The Shining, that plays with your head. The Shining is a great movie. Red Rum. Signs is PTSD, especially when the alien lurched. Oh yeah, it's very good, Seth. The Shining isn't scary. Not necessarily scary, no. It's more of a psychological thriller. Great movie. Was it Lost Boys, Murph? Oh, it could have been me. It could have been. So, Blair Witch Project, again, that was the Blair Witch was... It was actually a good movie because, it went down the road of a psychological horror, but it had jump scenes in it. Jump scares, you know. Jeepers Creepers, another horror flick. Really? Not paranormal, but I freaked my sister out with Jaws. You jumped up behind. Jesus. Children of the Corn. Haven't heard of that one. Steven Seagal. Brilliant. Again, like, the rationale is, if you can't explain something, if you can't understand it, we naturally fear what we don't understand. Exorcist was the first scary movie I saw as a kid. Gave you nightmares. Yeah. The first Paranormal Activity was freaky. I'm not a fan of horrors at all, really, though. My missus won't watch them at all. I brought her to the cinema to watch 28 Days Later, or 28 Weeks Later. Never again. Never again. People Under the Stairs. EastEnders, now that's scary, right? Poltergeist. The Thing, yeah, The Thing was quite good. The Haunting 1963 movie, Robert Wise, yes. Murph, are you on live weather or a preset? Mine is nearly clear. Live according to my setup. Yeah, I'm on. This is what the sim has given me as live. Stephen King's It. That was good. Jesus! I'm under bashing me toe as well! You're not allowed to do things like that when you're talking about all scary things. Jesus! Me toe!
Watch The Conjuring and hid behind a pillow.
I did, yeah. Watch The Conjuring.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Scared the crap out of me.
What's the name of that other one that you can't name?
Huh?
What's the name of that other one that you can't name?
The name of the other one?
The horror movie.
Me toe was shagged.
Horror movie that you can't name.
A horror movie I can't name.
Yeah.
Well played, Mr. Two. Don't be encouraging her.
A.
Huh?
Starts with an A.
Oh, balls. The Amityville? Amityville. Amityville. The Amityville.
Budgerigara.
Murph is guessing arachnophobia movie. No. Buried was the worst 2 hours of my life. The damn clown. I see you turned off the monitor. Jesus, that gave me a fright. Keen, did that give you a fright as well? The birds.
Oh, I don't like the birds.
Why are you talking about the birds? She's having a go with the birds now.
No, the birds. It's Alfred Hitchcock. It is horrific.
You don't watch scary movies.
No, I don't. You have made me watch scary.
Can we watch a scary movie?
Not a whole.
Go on.
No.
Amityville horror. I can't pronounce that second thing. It did, yeah. The birds was quite frightful.
I didn't like the birds. Hedron, right in it. Oh.
The Conjuring was very good. And it scared me sideways. I watched that with your niece, and she was only young at the time.
Oh, she loves horror.
We're inside in the sitting room, you know. And like, yeah, she wanted to watch it. I was like, yeah, go on, you go to me. Yeah, you watch that. Yeah, okay, I'll watch it. So we're watching the thing, and I'm sat there now in a state of, you know, and like she's watching, and every now and again she'd turn over to me, and I'd be like, this whole, and then, but inside, lads, I was screaming. It was terrifying. Jesus.
You know, your
arachnophobia. I saw that as a kid. That's what happened to me.
You know your dream that you had where you just let out a... Yeah.
Yes.
Your nightmare. Do you remember your nightmare that you had?
I have many nightmares. Don't want your cheese going to bed.
Yeah.
Give you nightmares. That's what's wrong. I was subject to that movie Arachnophobia when I was very young.
But Murph.
And the scene with the spider going up to the popcorn, and I love popcorn, and they've ruined it for me, and yeah.
But like, you're afraid of any spider.
Linny Bobbins is here, happy Halloween. I'm not afraid of anyone, I just don't like the big lads. No, the lads in the middle. The really small ones are grand.
No, you don't
the really big ones are, stay back.
You don't get rid of them.
It's the middle ones I hate.
No, you don't get rid of any spider.
No. Paul says, I found that as I get older, the less I like horror films. Yeah. To be fair, right? There's certain movies that I'll be like, that's not scary. And if I watch it now, I'm like, oh, Jesus. Do you know? And like, Paranormal Activity, like, I can't watch them. Things move. Oh, the thing is moving. You know, I can't deal with it. One major impact on performance. Oh, wait, SoCal, good to see you. A newer scary horror movie, go. Weapon is pretty good. Weapon. And Arachnophobia is a great film, mainly for explaining why people fear spiders. Yeah, Black Eyes Gabe is here. Gabe, welcome in, buddy. 51 months. Happy Halloween.
When we went to watch, what was it, 28 weeks later.
28 weeks later in the cinema, it was
out,
absolutely hilarious.
We came out and you said, I said, that really could happen. Something like that could never happen. You said, you told me it could happen.
It could happen.
Yeah. That's why I won't watch horror movies. You always have to put the rationale against.
But there is rationale.
That could happen.
It could happen. And like, if you look at the state of the view here, if you were to look at
No, I want to go sleep tonight. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. La 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 la.
I want to watch some sort of a scary movie now tonight.
You do that. Watch the X-Files. They scare you.
Now so I'm back watching the X-Files, right? And I went to season 3 now. Yeah. And there's been 1 or 2 episodes that, I'm not going to lie, I have to stay up for an extra few minutes with the light on because it wrecks at your head.
And you had a nightmare.
And I had a nightmare.
You had a nightmare.
Ah! Because I watched the X-Files.
A proper nightmare.
I woke up in an absolute leatherless sweat going, right. Jersey Devil's a good one. Nothing slack, but of course. No.
That was a spider.
Don't be throwing things at me.
Why?
Home scares the stew out of you. I Am Legend was pretty good. Yeah, not really scary, but yeah, that was a good one, David Bay. Like 28 Days Later, that's like the whole 28 Days stuff, that's a decent old franchise. You know, Gummy Spiders. Like some of the most mind-messing movies, like The Ring and all that. Yeah. You know, the other kind of teen flick ones, I Know What You Did Last Summer and The Hills Have Eyes and, you know, Murder, She Wrote. Yeah, no, none of that.
Nightmare on Elm Street. I watched that when I was like 7.
Muse, yeah, people are being buried alive. Scared the crap out of me. There's an I Am Legend 2 coming out. Is there? Scream. Yeah, Scream is like...
They're slasher movies, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Slasher.
Slasher movies, that's what they call them. Yeah. Final Destination.
I don't like that other one. Saw.
So we went to watch Saw in the cinema. One of the lads. You can't do gore. You cannot do gore at all. And if you watch the movie, was it Saw or was it Hostel?
No, it's Saw.
It was Saw. Anyway, there was a scene. There was a pit filled with syringes, and your one had to jump in to get out, right? And my mate, he had to get up, walk out. People were laughing at him. He went into the jacks. He sat down in the jacks, and he had to take off his shirt to cool down. And then when he came, only in Dublin, he came back into the cinema, and the entire cinema gave him a round of applause. Hilarious. I prefer not to watch gore. Yeah. I agree. Like they do nothing. Like you know, some of the special effects you could be watching. Like you know, what was the other one? Dawn of the Dead and all that. Watch The Fourth King. It's about aliens in Alaska. Wait, no, there was a good flick about Alaska, wasn't there? That was quite scary. Was it vampires or something in Alaska?
The worst scene of that Dawn of the Dead is when that kid in their house.
Yeah.
That part, right.
The day after, that was a good one. 7 is a good flick. Don't forget to land. Oh yeah, we need to do a thing here. We need to go to the castle. Human Centipede. I never laughed so much in my life. There's a slasher film called Terrifier. It's not even that scary. It's just rotten to look at. Yeah, some of them are ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Shaun of the Dead is the best horror movie. It's very funny. Nightmare on Elm Street was good when I was younger. That ruined you, didn't it? Yeah. Final Destinations will just crack up as opposed to horror. Yeah. Samu, good to see you, Samu. We're actually very close to Bran Castle. We're going to be doing a quick landing here. Yeah, we passed it, but we'll go back to it now in a second. Bambi traumatized you?
Oh my God.
Bambi, oh yeah, terrifying. Jesus, Dan. You know. Right. I do enjoy the old Halloween movies, yeah. Now, lads, the time of day, I want to change it a bit. We're currently set to 1618 local. I want to change it now to 1700. Right? Set your times to 1700 hours. Are we ready? Power coming back. Autopilot coming off. And let's fly. Oh, Jesus. Let's fly down here and go exploring. So there was a bit of scenery for you to download, but we'll get to that in a moment. 2-1 for landing. Raja. Easy now. We can see where the lads are. We're going to aim for that. The scary movie franchise is gassed. Yeah, you want horror? Go to Limerick. The new Black Square plane is currently the best native 2024 add-ons. Pieman Jim, they're excellent. They're very, very good. Black Square and A2A aircraft are brilliant. I need to have a chat with A2A because we're not alone, or I'm not alone with my issue of the flight model bouncing the aircraft. They need to fix that. Muse missed the memo about the scenery. You big idiot. Alright, let's see what we can do here. This is looking good. Alright, ease our way into it. Speed is coming down nicely. Drop at the gear. Prop full. Lots of flaps to help us out. Now, Jacob, was he having issues? Because I know the lads are asking about questions in relation to the sim. So, Carl, anything I can help with? Easy now. Your house is 300 years old and it's on the side of a graveyard, says Vacuum. I've never seen any ghost yet. Interesting. Jump scares and all that are grand, but like for me, the ones that get me is the psychological horror stuff. It's the stuff that like messes with your head. You're like, what the hell is this? You know? And like the whole kind of dark side thing, I was always like, The Undertaker was my favourite wrestler, for example. Do you know what I mean? Ghosts are only from the 1800s.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Pat Barron, welcome in, buddy. Easy now. Fox, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous, man. Some of the Hammer horror stuff was scary. Hammer horror, I didn't see that stuff. Like when I was a kid, I used to read Goosebumps. Remember Goosebumps back in school? And it was all about, you know, how you tell the story and that kind of stuff, you know? Easy now. Bleed the speed. Gentle touch. Watch the nose. Yeah. The front cover, it was all like, yeah. It was brilliant. Can you imagine the horror, Murph? Where you sit in a small, dark room to defend your tax deductions. Right? Easy now. Easy now, friends. Easy now. This. Alright. So we're going to taxi further on. Actually, we don't need to go too far down. I will say, check out your fuel. We've burned very little fuel here, but check your fuel. Oh, it's SoCal Jerry on Twitch. Ah. Oh wait, it's SoCal here. I didn't see him actually. No, we've another SoCal. Now, we've two ways in what we can do this, lads. We could walk on foot once we get down to where the location is for where the castle is, right? So let's see if... Oh, there's a starship. Is that finally... Tarnish, we can see you! Brilliant. Alright, let's sit tight here for a moment. I have a mate that grew up in a house built over an old unofficial cemetery. No one knew until they went to do an upgrade in the house. They found coffins. They had to move out so a full archaeological dig could be done and remains identified. Hundreds of people were found. What? Jesus. Johnny Mon, no worries at all, bud. The best horror of all time, release day for Flight Sim 24. If you had to pick one horror movie villain to face off against, who would it be? A horror movie villain, who would I want to face off against? That's a good one. I'd say, the Alien? No, Jesus, you wouldn't have much hope against that. Jaws. No, I don't like fish. Who was it? Your man, I suppose. What was his name out of Friday the 13th? What was his name? Michael Myers, wasn't it? The new Bonanza is scary, awesome. Yeah, it's Heisenberg, you like it? It's good, man. Oh, Predator. Didn't they say, like, Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to be the original Predator and he got fired off the site? Oh, it was Jason, sorry. Who was Mike Myers? Was that wasn't, Who was Mike Myers then? He was in Halloween, was it? The alien from Species. Say no more, say no more. Yeah, that was him. Right. Mike Myers was Shrek. Freddy Krueger. Yes. Mike Myers. Halloween or Austin Powers. Yeah. Alright. Right, lads. We're going to fly down to this neck of the woods. I'm going to show you here now, right? Michael Myers is Halloween. Ah, yes. Okay. So, 1 knot of flaps. Let's just park here for the moment and bring up the map because I want to see if we can locate this. So what we need... There's buttons. What we need to do... There's Razov. Brazov. Where's the... It's down here somewhere. Right? I'm looking for the village of Bran. Here it is. Right, so we need to fly down to Bran. And where Bran is, see the road coming around the corner and there's a teeny tiny little lake? That's where the castle is. So we want to fly down to that, right? So we're pretty much going to fly dead straight. We need to follow this road. So this is proper VF4 stuff during dusk. This is going to be fun. Are we ready, friends? Brakes off. 1 notch of flaps. Let's go flying. Brains. Fried brains. Could you imagine facing off against Michael Myers from Halloween and it turned out to be Austin Powers? Did you ever look at those epic rap battles? You know, epic rap battle. Weekend! They're insanely stupid, but very, very funny. Right, watch your power and speed here. So just a bit of altitude so we can pick up the roads here. Epic rap battles of history. That's the one. Yes, yes, they're very good. So lads, okay, here's a question for you, right?
Hello there.
Al Brown, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. If you could choose one movie, the most scariest movie you know. There's Mrs. GPHI. What would you recommend as the most scariest movie, seriously now, that you've ever seen? Because I imagine I need to go off and watch, you know, some of them. Hey, watch The Apprentice. Hey, I'll go off and, you know, Idiocracy. Huh? Human Centipede. Definitely The Ring. I watched The Ring. I watched the original Ring. Right, watch our speed and power here. Amityville. Gibbo and Murph. Threads. Fair City. Teeth. The IRS story. Did you ever see the Idiocracy is only scary if you watch it and then look at the world today? Oh Jesus. Muse fan, Lord of the Rings. Brilliant. Exorcist. Man United's season. Black Sheep. Lord of the Rings had some scenes in it. I remember watching the original cartoon variant or version of that way back in the early 90s. ChatGPT gave me a rap battle for you, Murph. I'm stepping in the cockpit ready to engage. Two-tone Murphy, more like two-tone beige. You're flying fake planes on a pixel stage while I'm breaking sound barriers, turning the page. You talk autopilot, I talk raw skill. Your landings look rough, do you even have will? You're lost in the clouds, I'm climbing still. You're streaming for views, I'm streaming for thrill. Ah, Jesus. The teal leprechaun. The teal leprechaun, that's brilliant. The OG cartoon for Lord of the Rings is insane. It's well worth a watch, yes. Flights in PC, Micros, Texas, California, American. Wait, what? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. We're talking about, like, scary movies. Nazgul was spooky. Coronation Street. The Haunting of Hill House. Kepkira, don't know that one. Nazgul was spooky. I don't think I've watched Nazgul.
Hello there.
Civil Voltage, I'm not sure. Let me see, we got a button there. Leonard, welcome in. Sorry, Leonhard, welcome in. Really, Zap, I couldn't take it serious. I've tried the friend. Wait, no. I have a friend with the last name of Voorhees who actually lived in the city called Crystal Lake. No way. My OnlyFans is quite a horror experience. Srini Todd. Pie Man Jim. Yeah, it was really good, man. Oh, Nazgul. Oh, the Nazgul. Yes, 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 yes. The original Evil Dead isn't too shabby. Yeah, yeah. Wicker Man. Ooh. Colonel Indiana. Hope you're well, bud. Wicker Man, I've heard of that. Drop the old time of day even further now. Oh yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Beetlejuice, very good. Psycho messed you up. Gene Wilder potentially scared the child actors for the tunnel scene. Really? The original Wicker Man with Nick Cage. I've heard about that. Return of the Living Dead, pretty cool. Used to know a bloke in the light infantry called Private Parts. Corporal Punishment? Sergeant Slaughter? Right, let's keep going. We're getting close, friends. We are getting close to this location. Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice is brilliant. Wicker Man. I need to look into the Wicker Man. I don't think I've seen that, lads. Ladies and gentlemen, Bran Castle is dead ahead. You can't see it really from here, but that's it. Straight ahead, look. Don't hit it, Murphy. So what I want to do, is there somewhere we can land? Is there anywhere here we can land? Goonies? The Goonies? That's not a horror film. Should have brought a chopper. Cycle or circle around this way. Potential spot for landing right there. There's trees though. I wonder can we get in beside the trees? You're a stall expert now, drop it. Alright, I think we're going to attempt over here. Easy now. Landing in the dark. Alright, here's our option. I just noticed that if you let the RPMs drop too much on this aircraft, the lights turn out. Right, don't stall it. There's a stall. Get out of trouble. I mean, it looks possible. Here will do. We hope. Easy. Here will not do. Oh no, there's bales of friggin' trees. That was never gonna work. Shutting down an engine on approach will work. I mean, that does look possible back there. So does that ridge line, but there's all sorts of stuff that'll hurt us. Hang on. Maybe. I mean, there is a road, but like, too many buildings, right? Ups to down. There is active pause, but I want to hop out and go for a walk. The road is a little bit funny there. Too many houses. Oh, there's a road. On a stutter. We just need a bit of a ridge line. Yeah, it does look pretty cool, doesn't it? Easy now. Let's see what we can do. I can see lights flashing, so someone managed to get it. It's just so many trees to see. Oh, balls. It landed it first time and no one even saw it. No one even saw it, Murph. Ooh. Yeah, that's where we landed, look. Perfect. Beautiful, in fact. Yes. Right, so don't tip over it. Right, park and brake. Now, where's the shagging thing? Our plane is facing north, so it's got to be this way, right? Gibbo, good to see you. Where's the turtleneck gone? It's all grand. I don't think this is going to work, lads, because the sound of the airplane won't leave us. So we'll have to do one of these instead. Ooh. Oh, this works. This absolutely works. Happy Halloween, Gibbo. Hope you're well, buddy. It's a turtleneck t-shirt. With the moon in the background? Karen Nile is here, good to see you. There's a big hole in the castle, don't worry about that. Jesus, look at that, lads. The sounds of all the aircraft. Doesn't look terrifying at all, does it? You can see where he got his inspiration from, right? We'll try the far side. Ooh, that kind of works. Wrong button, Murph. We'll try this one instead. Yes. Oh, yes. Needs a thunderstorm? Why not? Spooky Murph. Colonel Farr, good to see you, buddy. That is bad looking, isn't it? Chopper's inbound. The floating car was even spookier, I agree. That is pretty cool looking, lads. Like, bearing in mind, this is a flight simulator. I think we need to turn the weather the opposite way. That should do it. That'll definitely bring the wind in, right? Gav, no problem at all, buddy. You're most welcome. It's a flight sim, yeah, isn't it mad? I'll get a clap of thunder and lightning here now in a second. That's pretty cool looking.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Ah, jeez. That scared the crap out of me, Muse. You're not supposed to be doing things like that to scare us, Muse. It's against the rules. It is looking very real-like. It's very realistic looking, isn't it? Very realistic. So the whole castle, the whole setup, it's quite within the rules. You didn't notice my camera was off. You want a refund? You can shag off. There's no refunds. So, friends, Halloween isn't just about fear. It's about fascination. It's the one night when history, myth, and imagination are all set at the same table. From the Celtic fires of Samhain to the cruel brilliance of Vlad the Impaler, the immortal shadow of Count Dracula, to the lights that still flicker above the Irish coast. No refunds and shag off! It all reminds us that the unknown has never truly gone away. Happy Halloween. We've spoken about movies.
Dougal, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
We've been talking about movies. Phenomenons. Things that we just can't explain. And yet, there does exist these things. These instances. These experiences we've had that we just can't explain, that feeling that someone else is present, there's someone else here. We're fascinated by it. Turn away, but you can't turn away. Phenomenon nuns, yeah. I mean, like, that there is just the scene, isn't it? Is it Gibbo? That is just cool looking. With the noise of aircraft flying over. Don't hit the shaggy thing, it cost a fortune. It's Gibbo. Yeah, it's Gibbo. Brilliant. Gibbo the inhaler, yeah. X-plane is that other presence. Brilliant. It won't hit it. Are you sure? The weather's gone mad now. Thunder and lightning. So like this castle, when he saw it, he's like, yeah, that's the one. That'll scare the crap out of them. And you can kind of see why, right? And you want to see, you'd want to see, like, did you ever see pictures of, like, you know, the left castle? I'll show you. This is the left castle. This is just up the road for me. Like, doesn't that just look absolutely terrifying? Straight away, like, it's terrifying. Images, the left castle. There you go. Ooh, and ah, right? The left castle. Proper, you know, haunted building thingy, majiggy, right? And then the other one was Kinnity Castle. That's another one of these. And they're only down the road. Proper scary to be Janie out here, you know. And then it's Loftus Hall. Loftus Hall. This one is deadly. The story about Loftus Hall, the staircase that's in it, right? The staircase seemingly, it's one of two staircases that had existed in the world. One of two staircases, the Grand Staircase. It was said this staircase, one of them was in Loftus Hall.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Right? Thank you, 777. One was in Loftus Hall. The other one was aboard Titanic. Isn't that mad? Newgrange is a little... Newgrange is, yeah. Newgrange is. That staircase, or at least that's what they told us down there. It could be absolutely crap, but that's what they told us. The staircase that's in Loftus Hall, there's only two of them ever built to that exact design. One of them is in Loftus Hall, and the other was aboard Titanic. You know? Isn't that mad, lads, isn't it? That looks like a cure for constipation if ever I saw one. Right? Loftus Hall, yeah. Mad. That's down in Wexford. Charleville Castle in Tullamore is another one. Awfully sinister track goes. Oh yeah, Charleville Castle is a good spot. Charleville Castle. If I could spell it. There's Charleville Castle. That's only out the road. But I don't think they do any visits out there. Like, that's a private castle, isn't it? It sits well in the Titanic, just a bit wetter. Yeah, 100%. So like, yeah, like there's, and the other one was not Dalkey. What was the other one? Oh, Jesus. What was it? Kilkee Castle. In Kildare. This one had the famous child looking out the window, a little girl looking at you from a window. And the problem with this one in Kilkee is where there's a window, there's no room, there's no door leading into where that window is. They couldn't find it. Isn't that nuts? So when you're standing outside looking up, they can see a window, but inside the castle, there's no way to get into that room. There's no door leading into it. So unless like it was sealed, they haven't found a way into it. That's Kilkee Castle up in County Kildare. It's mad, isn't it? We've loads of stuff like that over here, you know. But yeah, it's all tremendous fun. Tremendous fun in games. Right, we are going to go back to live weather. I gotta say, that scene looks incredible. Is it a fake window? Is it a fake plane? That's so cool looking, isn't it? There is a Hunters, yeah. Castle Roach in Dundalk meant to be haunted too. It's a complete ruin now. The story is probably only locally known. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like the Hellfire Club up in Tala. It's a simulated window. Yeah, yeah. There's a haunted castle in Wales. Carnarvon has a haunted castle, I think. Here in California, I live closer to Winchester Mystery House. Ooh, nice. That's cool looking, lads, isn't it? You can really get your sim looking friggin', you know. The doll is haunted. The doll is haunted, yes. Doll Aaron. Right. Oh no, why is everything turned off in me plane? This is not a good sign. Really? We have a WASM crash? Did I find a bug? Whew. Not enough RPMage. Right, we're live again. Vampires, right? Low battery. That'll hopefully recharge itself. How is this going to work, Murphy? You saw nothing? Gear coming up. Lona Controller in with the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Happy Friday. We're here in the middle of the night. You know,
allow myself to introduce myself.
We're here in the middle of the night trying to, well, we just flew around Bran Castle here in Romania. Hope you had an awesome stream. Good to see you, lads. Raided just as he crashed you. I didn't crash nothing.
I haven't a clue what you're doing.
Change the time of day so we can actually see what's going on. Look. Oh, Jesus, that's the ground. Hang on now. We're doing all Halloween stuff. Jamie, thank you very much indeed for the raid, buddy. I saw you over in the world of X-Plane. How did the 7-4 treat you? He was a welcome in. Looks like some American-made action, right? You've been here, Bran next to Brașov. That's the one, Hassan. It's proper cool, man. Man, look at that sunset though. Jesus. Gorgeous. So we're going to be making our way down to Bucharest for our last stop of the night. We're on the Southeast Asian server. If you'd like to join us, lads, you're most welcome. James, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Hope you had a good night, lads. So it was all Halloween stuff, you know. With Halloween music. And I had 2 costumes. One was a baldy cap. One was Deadpool. The boat hurt my face intensely. You know. Love this add-on, playing it all day. So good, man. So good. Man, look at the state of this. Three costumes, including yourself. Yeah. Spooky vision, you know. Where's this now we're looking for? How far is Bucharest from you? It's quite far. So we must now turn for Bucharest. Jeez, look at the amount of folks with us. Alright, right turn. Have I flown the Aerostar? I have, Iwaza. It's awesome, buddy. Right, let's see what we can do here. So, around to the right. Zoom us out here, because a lot of terrain to worry about. Fuel is good. Autopilot, we're going to go heading mode. Easy now. Keep that turn going. We're looking for 8,000 here. Arm that. Gives 1,000 feet up. Depends if he gets a confused with Budapest. You gotta try this with just the KNS 81. Yes, 100%. Is that with me reshade preset? Well, that's reshade off. And that's reshade on. So yeah, it looks a bit better with reshade on. Okay, swing to the right. Go ahead and arm nav mode. Watch the mountains. Easing out. But yeah, it's been an interesting night. Do you get much trick-or-treating over your way? Lads, I'm doing in the UK, like I imagine it's much the same as it is here in Ireland. I mean, fireworks, bonfires, all that kind of stuff. And then in the States, I don't know if you do bonfires, but you definitely get trick-or-treaters, right? And they call them pumpkins, but like jack-o'-lanterns and all this. Hasn't started yet, no way. Remember the 5th of November. Mike Coffee, good to see you. Yeah, fairly busy, to be fair, but the weather was a bit gross earlier, was it? Okay. We used to, but the last few years haven't seen so many of the little ones. You've had quite a few tonight, Stu? Really? Interesting. Okay, so our climb up to 8,000. We'll give it the beans. And let's see how we get on. Bonfires wait until next week. Okay, makes sense. Eddie, good man, Eddie. We had 120 packs of Star Mix to give out, and you're left with 15. Jesus, good night, so good night. So we need to see. I love lining out in the arse, or I love living out in the arse end of nowhere. You never get a single trick or treater. I'm down the country as well, but we do get some. You know, we get some down here. You know. It is what it is, though. It's not bad or anything. To be fair, the missus was flat out dealing with them there tonight. I mean, there was, I suppose, what, 15 or 20? That's all. Do you know? You had Shrek, a cow, and K-pop Demon Hunter. Here's one for you, right? What's been the weirdest costume you've dressed up for a Halloween? Nearest house about 500 meters away. Nice. Hayden, good to see you, my dude. Hope you're well. Lots of trick-or-treaters here, says David Bay, but they only go to the houses with pumpkins outside. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Gilligan from Gilligan's Island? Really? No banging on our door, to be honest. Kids these days are just weird. If you don't decorate it, they don't come to your door. Says that. That's not the case here. Every house here they knock in on. But I'm trying to think, like, what's the weirdest costume you've seen or that you've kind of gone with? You know what I mean? All mad ones, I suppose. Halloween I went as Dr. Evil. Your man out of Tropic Thunder. How's it? Good to see you, buddy. Pa Connors, named after his grandfather. Pa Connors. A zombie. A Roman. Loads of them. Just decorate a lot, not feeling up to it these days. Had a 6-foot inflatable dino at the door. No way, that's deadly. Nutty Slack says, a little girl refused jelly off me today, but I found a packet of Chewits. She was happy with that. I've had teenagers come dressed as teenagers. Ireland is home to over 30,000 castles and ruins, more than any other country in the world. From medieval strongholds to windswept cliffside ruins, each one tells a story of clans, conquests, and centuries past. It does. I wore an anonymous outfit. I had some trick-or-treaters turn up tonight dressed as Gloria Gaynor. At first I was afraid. I was petrified. Ah, Jesus. Ah, that's terrible. Viper Strike, I nearly got it. Cycled past a bloke in a shark puffy costume. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that is that's ridiculous. What are we looking for here? Ah, brilliant. Teletubbies? What? That used to be a brilliant, it used to be a brilliant show. The movies, the earlier movies with them I thought was brilliant. I haven't watched Wednesday. Is anyone watching Wednesday? Is it any good? Jack Sparrow. Yeah, that's a good one. Still can see it on TV from here time to time. Oh, no way. I haven't, Super Tie. Saw someone dressed up to look like Murph. Now that was scary. Come on, Paul. Jesus. Where is this now? Oh, that was Goosebumps. Do you remember Goosebumps? Goosebumps, lads. Did say intentions to do anything for Halloween? I'm not sure. I didn't see anything. One of my favourite busking jokes. You point to a family in the crowd and say, I see the Addams family have come to watch my show. Jesus. I once wore my dad's Vietnam era flight gear. It's now in a museum in Pennsylvania. Huh? You can have debt as cabin crew. Oh, can you? No way, can you? What's the music here, lads? Music! Nightmare Before Christmas. That was friggin' brilliant, wasn't it? What was the other one? Now, they were brilliant. Do you remember the Munsters? Man, them Barons look so good. Absolutely gorgeous. You was underwhelmed, to be honest? it's Halloween, so I mean, surely you're going to watch a movie tonight. By the way, it's really cold in the cabin tonight. That's it's Halloween. 5 degrees. That chill you feel, you know. Is there going to be a movie that you watch now tonight? My dad looked like Herman Munster. No, you're going to bed with painkillers. Ah, Jesus. It's in a Halloween playlist, but we'll go with it because it's a tune. 8,000 feet. We're like stuck in the cloud. Let's drop this down 1,000. Get under this cloud layer. Watching Blue Jays win the World Series. Ooh, lazy boy, good to see you. You never get Jamie to play this song in a million years. To be fair, Jamie does have good music. Very good music. House of Wax, 1953 version. Look at an Agatha Christie thriller. The tunes. Yeah, it's a great number, isn't it? So on our way to Bucharest, we are about 37 miles out, but closing in fast. Oh, it's a banger, lads. Tis a banger of a tune. Her voice is savage, isn't it? Unbelievable.
Who's Savage?
Wait, what?
Who's Savage?
Evanescence.
Yeah.
That was a great song. That's what we're talking about. Jeez, you get it's right. You lads will back me up there. Cyrus was just we were listening to Evanescence.
Yeah.
Genuinely we were.
Yeah.
I'm getting in trouble and I didn't do anything wrong this time. Well, I mean, I never do anything wrong, but like, you know what I mean? They're going to play this at me funeral.
At your wedding?
At me funeral.
You said wedding. You said wedding. Who are you
Ah,
getting,
Jesus!
who are you getting married to?
Huh?
Who are you getting married to?
Nothing. It's the Undertaker. It's the Undertaker.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
777, thank you. Do you like my t-shirt? Hang on. Look at this big Egypt. Ooh, now he said. Shameless merchandise, friends. Shameless. Don't drop that. Sporting all sorts of new t-shirts. Things to do in my spare time. Oh, behave. Gillian Anderson? No, hang on. Listen. You want the missus to choose the song? I mean, we could do that. This music is deadly. Having passed her in your bus dressed somehow in an inflatable shark costume. Wait, what? Good call, Scott. Hang on, Scott. Fished?
Clerks, they're ganging up on me. What'll I do?
Run.
Clerks, they're ganging up on me. What'll I do?
Run.
Brilliant. Now, listen, look, I don't know who's in charge here. We were just flying on Halloween. There's nothing weird or strange about that at all. But it does look terribly nice, though, doesn't it? Just waiting on the Monster Mash coming on. We played the Monster Mash, didn't we? We did the mash. He did the Monster Mash. We played that. Your man's voice is deadly, isn't it? It was really... What was it? It was late one night. Did you ever hear him talk? Late one night? Brilliant! There's nothing weird or strange going on here at all, you know. He did the Monster Mash. You're brilliant. It caught on like a flash. I remember listening to this years ago, man. They don't make them like they used to, you know what I mean? Look at the state of the view, lads. Amazing flying, lads. That was insane. Watching his face while singing this was fabulous. Wait, what? Flying a King Air, nice. Why is that such a good impression? What are you talking about? Gear down. Rocking. Mrs. Munster always complained that Herman never helped making the dinner. He said that's where the song came from. Oh, really? He did the Monster Mash. Brilliant. It caught on like flash. You want to be able to talk like him? Good morning. Imagine if we were just able to talk like him in like the normal way, you know. And tonight on the stream, we decided to fly. Imagine they were like, Jesus Murphy, that thing hit you hard in the head. Can you survive it? No, I can't. Oh, how about a bit of... Listen, what's all this? This isn't like requested song night. It is really. Lordy, Keen, are you mad? Rocky Horror Show. What was the But his vocal group, the Crypt Kicker. I don't know what song that is. Very strange. Is this the one? Oh, this is a good song. Jesus, look at that view. Claire Slay. Come here, wasn't that Richard O'Brien from the Crystal Maze? Wasn't it? Yes! Yes, it was! Brilliant! Mumsies. And Tim Curry. Ah, yes. Yes. That's really good, isn't it? For those on YouTube now, they're like, what? What's he talking about? You know? We should do the time where Murphy's head didn't have a bald spot. Where are we landing? We're landing just here. We'll overfly and hang a left and come in. Look at the view! The Crystal Maze was awesome. Happy Halloween, old veteran. You love the song in the musical, but you listen to it all the time on repeat. Jesus. Right, let's circle this one in. 1975? Really? And then we'll run to the right. All right, lads. Let's plan a left turn. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Oh, yes. That was, without a shadow of a doubt, the best TV show. Followed closely only by Gladiators. Gladiators, ready! This and Gladiators, brilliant. You start the fans, please! You know, like the team would win like an all expenses paid trip to like down the road into a B&B or something. Well, it wasn't really a TV show. Like Band of Brothers, you couldn't know. Like they're different. Jeez, you played that all night. No, like a TV show, like a game show. You know what I mean? It was brilliant. Your man, Richard O'Brien in The Crystal Maze, fantastic. The other lad wasn't great. Followed by a close third is Glen Rowe. That's brilliant. Super Ty, have you ever watched Glen Rowe? Bullseye? Someone told me that Richard O'Brien created all of those games for the Crystal Maze. He's brilliant. He always reminded me as well of Right Set Fred. Do you know? He's a ringer for him. 56 to... Oh God, Mr. TPHI. He's killed his pilot. Man alive, look at the view. Richard Ayoade was really good at it too. That was the other guy? No, I preferred... O'Brien is excellent in it. You just wanted to add it in. Brilliant. Right, easy now. Oh, he was the third guy. Wait, what? There was three? What's the tree? Look at the view we have here, lads. Isn't this absolutely spectacular? Gorgeous. Your man from the IT crowd. Short-haired, brown. Ah, that. Yeah. That was the latest one, wasn't it? Jeez, look at the gaff down there, look. Jesus. This is terribly pretty. Flying into Bucharest. Ed Tudor Pole, yeah. Come here now. Yeah. It's Halloween now, lads. Oh no! Missile Black! Turn off the telly quick! Is there nothing else on? Ah, Jesus. Bullseye, that is good. 180. Bullseye. Richard O'Brien is 83. Jesus. Ah, Jesus. 3 to 1 of the hardest questions ever. America had cops. We had the bill, you know. The bill was brilliant. Oh, London's Burning, great show. Emmerdale, they had friggin' Magnum PI. Like, Is there any wonder we're all very conservative? And what would you like to be when you grow up, little Tommy? Yes, sir. I'd like to work in a warehouse. Meanwhile, in America, and what do you want to be when you grow up, little Jimmy? You know? I want to wear a Hawaiian shirt, fly in a helicopter, get the bad guys. Terrible cover. Yeah. I pity the fool. Easy. Easy now. I ain't getting no plane, fool.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Jesus. A scary wolf. When I hired the A-team on Temu. Brilliant. As they line up the runway here in Bucharest, this brings our holiday brings our Halloween stream to a close, Fireflies. We'll have a B, please, Bob. And now, it's not midnight yet, but at midnight we get to play this one. Oh yeah, it's Christmas is coming. We can't get away from it. Wait now. Ooh, there's more. Yes. Wait, no, I've been that. Wait. Easy now. Right. Bloody wham. Unsub, right? That, friends, concludes our flyage for this evening. That was a bit of crack. Listen, it's a Friday night. It's Halloween. We had fun. We learned that Ireland invented, well, the Irish invented Halloween just for the crack. But we got to fly in a beautiful airplane, the Black Square Baron Professional. This one in the turbocharged variant. Right, it sounds really nice. Look at the low voltage when the power goes down. That's mad. So, yeah, that was definitely a lot of fun. Massive shout out to Jamie, London Controller, for the raid. Really appreciate it, lads. And for everyone for tuning in, thank you so very, very much indeed. These are absolutely only brilliant. Hope you enjoyed tonight. What the hell was that? Right. Sounded impressive though, you know. Christmas tunes are absolutely coming, yes, absolutely. So yeah, it's we had a lot of fun, and it was a great airplane to explore the sim in, isn't it? Real nice, really, really nice. So yeah, I want to thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in. Hope you had a laugh. Have a good night. If Halloween is only approaching you, have fun, watch a scary movie. If you're in our time zone or ahead of us and it's late in the night, watch a scary movie. Yes, watch something that'll scare the absolute bejesus. It's a UFO, yeah. Make sure you watch something that scares the the bejanie mac out of you, do you know? So we're back to you on Monday, of course. That's the next stream. I'm doing work in the kitchen tomorrow. Oh no! Yeah, right. We're doing kitchen work tomorrow, and then on Sunday, what have I to do? I've stuff to do on Sunday. It'll be busy, but lads, I can't thank you enough for all the support, for hanging out, and for spending your time with us this evening. It was absolutely great fun, as always. We always have a great laugh on our streams. So yes, thank you all so very, very much indeed. Enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, we'll catch you. What day? We'll catch you on on Monday as your man continues to fly around the place. Absolutely deadly. So, you take care. Need to hear that sound of the jet again. Absolutely deadly. Dublin. Pascal Sheehy, art he eat it. Is Pascal Sheehy still doing the news? Oh, there's Gibbo, look! He almost turned it over. Gibbo, you nearly rolled it.
Yeah, baby.
Did you just say that? He nearly rolled the trailer coming in. Hilarious. Yeah, we can hear you. Engines are now off. I've just killed the mixture. Right? Watch this. Mags are off. Feather boat props. My engines are now completely off, right? And I'll know they're completely off because I'm going to keep an eye on the props. They will just stop, right? Engine 1 stopped. Engine 2 stopped. That's the sound I should hear. This is the sound I do hear. What? What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? We need to clip this. Hey, Coronado, Microsoft and Asobo. 3 lads walk into a bar. This is how the sound should be. I've turned off my engines. However, if there's other aircraft of the same description flying from the Coronado fleet, this is what we hear. Don't panic! Just hope for the best, Murphy. Oh, Jesus!